First of all, I'm sorry for not uploading for 2 weeks. It's completely my fault. I don't have an excuse. Like, I did absolute nothing in this past 2 weeks. I only I only learned a little and play video games. That's all what I did this past 2 weeks, so I have no excuse to why I didn't upload, and that's all my fault. Yeah, I'm sorry if you wanted a continue of comeback work or betrayed, but this is a new what if. What if Deku was kidnapped by the LOV? So let's start. In this timeline, All for One is dying, like dying, really dying. He wants to choose a successor for him, but he don't want to die. Like, do you know? I don't know if you don't. Like in the manga, All for One is controlling Shigaraki after he gave him the fucking quirk. So yeah, that's a spoiler. I'm sorry for that manga spoilers. So he wants a successor, like a vessel, not a successor, a vessel for him in his quirk. And what better way to get fucking successor by taking the successor of One for All? Like, this is the best. He can hurt All Might Pride after he destroys his face. So he wants to kidnap Deku and let him gain All for One and One for All and be his vessel. So yeah, so the story begins in the training camp. Everything goes as original. Uh, but this time, Bakugo wasn't the target. It was Deku. Deku was the target for One for All, like for kidnapped. So Muscular held back and got demolished with one arm of Deku. And only one arm break, his other is perfectly fine. So he got Koda, I don't know his name. He give him to Aizawa and goes to help the others. Then he got the information that the LOV is after him, so he tries to go back, but then he sees Tokuyami on a rampage by Dark Shadow, and then Todoroki and Bakugo helping him. After Tokuyami relaxed, Izuku took Bakugo to the side and talk to him. He explains One for All, and Izuku asks Bakugo if he will get kidnapped. Will you keep the quirk and be the next symbol of peace for me, okay? Bakugo say of course, but don't worry, nerd, if you will get kidnapped, that won't happen, because I will save your sorry ass, and then we can be proper rivals. So Izuku gives him One for All, and the One for All users like understood what Izuku doing, and literally even not even a little of One for All stayed in Deku, not even a little. Because plot, yes. No one can do otherwise, because that's my plot and my script. And if you ask how Izuku is like feeling that he will get kidnapped, another reason, like other than plot reason, another reason is because he unlocked sense danger or danger sense. That's one of the holder of One for All quirk earlier, because plot. Yes, again plot. Everything goes back to the plot. Fucking, I don't feel well right now. So they're about to go back to the camp, not to the campus, to the fucking camp or something like that. But then Compress kidnapped Izuku, like captured Izuku and ran. They try to catch him, and Bakugo tries to fly to him with explosions, but let's say Mr. Compress threw at him a rock. Yeah, a rock that he captured in his quirk. So he escapes, Mr. Compress escapes, and they can't chase him because they didn't saw where did he go, where he goes. But then they saw they chase him. Wait, let me do it from the start. Mr. Compress escaped, they chase him, and they see all the LOV there, except like Shigaraki and All for One. Mr. Compressed cancelled the quirk effect, and they go to the portal. The last sight of Izuku was the day All Might was so like it was that day that was the last sight of Deku. All Might was so angry that his successor got kidnapped, and now let's go to Izuku Pove. He wakes up in the LOV base with his armed eel. He is chained, and see the LOV sits next to him, and they say the boss wants to talk to you. The gate open and they like the portal open and they fucking kicked Izuku to the portal, because why not? And now let's get to the chat between the two. All for One says, "Hello Midoriya, I want to give you your power. I want you to give me your power. Give me one for all." Then Izuku screams, "Ha! He was right. So you was after one. So you was after one for all. I got so lucky that I gave it back." All for One got like angry and replied, "Oh, don't worry. I will get you. I will put you to good use. Your analyzing skills are amazing. Don't worry." Zuko then reply, "And why do you think I will join you?" All for One says, "I know that you're powerless and you, without your power, if you go back, they will bully you again. You will be a weakling again. And then why don't you join us?" Izuku thinks a little and say, "I will never join your side, not even in 100 years." And All for One says, "It doesn't matter. You don't have a right to even say about that. Doctor began the plan to make him the perfect vessel for All for One." Izuku then says, "No, I don't want to be your vessel. You can do anything to me." All for One says, "You don't have a choice here. Like, shut the fuck up. Don't even have a choice here." And the brainwash system active. And the brainwash system was about only to clean Izuku's mind. Like, give him a... like, to clean his mind that he won't fight back for All for One control. But something about the machine broke. It was supposed to empty his mind, but instead it's created another personality. Personality that was the opposite of Izuku. Personality of a villain. Of someone who want to hurt others. Someone who want to control. Someone who want to be in control. Someone that will break every bone in your body until you give up. Yes, a mastermind villain. So, like, the fucking, what it calls, the raid on the LOV is earlier. Yes. In this universe, the LOV got captured. Every single one of them. Like, every single one of the members got captured. Not even a single one got escaped by the portal of All for One, because it didn't have this quirk in this universe. Yes, fuck that quirk. But All Might sees that Midoriya is not there. Then he hears over the microphone, like the radio of the heroes, that there is a villain with multiple quirks that killed Best Genius. I don't know, he didn't kill him, right? Because oh wait, a manga spoiler, fuck. So he rushed there and sees All for One and scream, "All for One, where is my successor? Where is young Midoriya?" All for One looks at All Might and says, "Oh, you're talking about my new vessel? Don't worry, once I finish you will bring down your hero society." All Might says, what did you do to him?" And All for One says, "A little brainwash and make his body stronger." All Might says, "You will pay for this." They clashed like original, but this time All Might is like 500% All for One, destroying the shit out of 500% One for All, destroying the absolute shit out of All for One. Like, he did get hurt, All Might did get hurt, but not as much as anime. He like fucking, but All for One is dying. He's like 10 minutes to live. Okay, All Might is in skinny form because I don't want him to interfere in the next scene. And the news chopper, like the news helicopter, turn the zoom and sees that Izuku Midoriya, the kid that was kidnapped, is there. Izuku goes to All For One with a knife behind his back and says, Master, give me your quirk. All For One says, so you're awake in my masterpiece? And Izuku says, yes, Master, give me the quirk so I can destroy the heroes. All For One says, take it and kill All Might. Izuku kneel and get All For One and all of his quirks, not even a single one. Then Izuku stabs All For One in the chest and says, I was never with you because you're weak. Your little machine broke. I was never with you. I am a villain of my own. I'm the opposite of Izuku. Call me Uzuki. Yes, that's the name. That's Izuku, but like not the completely opposite, like change of order of worlds. Yes. And everyone will kneel before me. See you in hell, All For One. All For One dies. Yes. It teleports to the helicopter of the news, takes the camera, and goes to a roof of a building. Yes. It starts to talk to the camera and says, hello world, this is Uzuki, and I will crush all of you. You will kneel before me, and I will be your ruler. I will crush you all like I did to All For One. Izuku is no more here. Remember me, world, cause you all be my servant. All of the people watch as Izuku green eye turn into red and his hair turn into white. And he says the next line, this is my leave, see you later, heroes. Like a fucking venom in his voice. All of course class 1A starts crying because the most innocent, cute and caring kid in their class turned into a villain overnight. And by the way, Inko saw it all and had an heart attack, so she's dead. I'm sorry, but Inko is an obstacle that I cannot get rid of it without killing her. So yeah, I'm sorry, Inko. So 2 weeks passes, and All Might ask all of the poor heroes in Japan that Izuku got brainwashed and try to capture him, not kill him. Fucking my nose. Can breathe from it now, from my nose. Bullshit. And Bakugo trained like a maniac in this past weeks. Bakugo learned how to control 55% of One For All. Now let's go to Izukupov. He's awakened and see he's not controlling his body. Then he heard a voice. His voice saying, so you are awake, good. Now you can see all as I beat all of your heroes and friends. And Deku says, who are you? Izuku says, I'm Uzuki. Uzuki? Yeah, I call him Uzuki. You're a split personality, you're opposite. Then Izuku got a flashback at what happened, see what Uzuki did. Izuku says, you killed him? I can't believe that you killed him. And you have All For One? Uzuki, don't mean we. Izuku says, what do you mean? Uzuki says, we are the same person, don't you get it? We are just the opposite of the same coin. Some philosophical shit or something like that. We have the same body, same skill, same voice, and same memory. Izuku says, so I'm a villain now? Huh? Izuku says, so I'm a villain now? Huh? I can't believe it. Uzuki says, yes, give it up, so I can control this body, and I can create havoc and chaos. Izuku says, no, I will never give up on being a hero. They start fighting over control of this body, and this is a tie. Every one of them control half of the body. So they start fighting. The right punch starts punching the left punch, and the left punch block the right arm, and that's create like a shockwave of air destroying 10 meters of the environment that Uzuki lived there. Let's say he lived in a cave or something like that. No, not a cave. He lived in the city, just underground. So the fight got out of control, destroying everything in this way. And then the news reporters say, "We now seeing the villain Uzuki that disappeared 2 weeks ago fighting himself. He created huge shockwave all over the city." After 2 minutes of the fight, Uzuki screamed that pointless to resist is Deku. I'm in control. The probes appears, every single pro that available right now to fight Uzuki is there. But is Uzuki, I'm fucking confused about that name, I hate it, knocked every weak hero in 10 seconds. And the heroes that are still going are Gang Oraka, Endeavor, Hawk, Mirko, Aizawa, Headshot, Kamui Woods, Fatgum, Mount Lady, and most of Class 1A. And Cert Night Eye. Yes. Yes, Cert Night Eye, okay. Ah fuck. Uzuki Densei. Oh, looks like you're the only one who didn't knocked out. Don't worry, after I knock you all out, there will be a public execution in front all of the world. Class 1A then screams, "Izuku, come back, please, we want you back." Uzuki then says, "Shh, don't wake him up, Izuku just fought and he lost it. Will take him a while to come back." When Izuku stopped talking, Headshot rushed him with Gang Oraka and Cert Night Eye to fight. He catches Gang Oraka, throw him, and Headshot is dodging every single move of Headshot, knocking him out with a single punch, with no effort. Cert Night Eye helped Gang Oraka to get up, and they start fighting. Izuku dodged every move of them both. Then he punches Cert Night Eye, knocking him out. And Gang Oraka started with barrage of fucking punches, knocking him out too, with no effort, literally. Mirko then rushes at him. They start fighting with barrage of kicks and punches. Izuku wins, breaking one of her arms. And Izuku wins always. Uzuki. Fucking hate this name. Why did I come up with this? Uzuki then says, "Ha, that was easy." And Daryl starts shooting fire at him, and the Hawk flies to him with feathers in his hand. Uzuki dodges the fire, but gets cut in the chest by Hawk. He regenerates pretty quickly. Uzuki then says, "Oh, that's going to be fun." By the way, if you ask what the others are doing, I will explain what the other heroes are helping civilians that in the way. And Class 1A, they are not only helping civilians, they are planning how to take Uzuki out. Aizawa tried to raise his quirk from time to time, but to no avail. Uzuki is just good. So, and Fedgam joined the fight. After a long fight, Endeavor and Hawk are down. Endeavor... Wait, I will explain the fight, okay? That would be better. Endeavor started shooting more fire, and the Hawk started barraging him in the air. Uzuki got pretty hurt in the fight, but he will regenerate that. He knocks Endeavor out after a combo that he created with the opportunity that Hawk left him, and then he fight Ox, beating him pretty easily, because I don't think Hawk is a pretty good 1v1er. He's fast but not strong, and Uzuki is fucking buff as heck. After what All For One did to him, he became 6'5", and he's pretty buff and lean at the same time. And Fedgam uses a special move that hurt Uzuki pretty badly. The move that Fedgam used at Rappa to knock him out, but but Uzuki survived and Fedgun was knocked out because of exhaustion and pretty hard burns. So the only one that left is Class 1A, Mount Lady, Aizawa, and Kamui Woods. Kamui tried to block Uzuki to buy some time to Class 1A, but to no avail. Mount Lady kicked him and kicked the ground. Uzuki catches the kick with one arm and puncher make her fall on the floor and pass out. Kamui rushes Uzuki with special move that the special fucking prison wood or something like that, but Uzuki just go in one punch mode and fucking serious moves, serious punch and pump, knock him out. So that's the only one that left is Aizawa and Class 1A. And Class 1A had enough time to execute their plan. So let me explain the plan. The plan is to tire Uzuki until they can hold him in one place and pour chemical that make him forget his memory, killing both Izuku and Uzuki, like giving him amnesia. Wait, I didn't say. He knocked Aizawa pretty quickly because Aizawa is weak without his quirk. He's pretty weak. The only thing that's wrong about Aizawa is his technique, and he knocked him pretty quickly. So Kaminari shoot him electricity attack that shocks him for 2 seconds. Then Soji and Sato rush at him with punches and kicks. Uzuki recovers and fell a headache. Izuku is awakened right now. In this time, Zero put his tape on Uzuki and Mineta throws sticky balls at him, but he breaks free pretty easily. Then Bakugo charges him with a punch of 70% one for all, hurting his arm but not breaking it. And Izuki is regenerating right now. Bakugo calls for Kiyoshima and starts beating him up, making him no window to recover. Bakugo like doing a combo with punches and fucking explosions, and fucking Kiyoshima do the unbreakable and start beating him. And after they got exhausted, Zero tape him again with Mineta. He's about to break out, but Izuku then they control and says, "Guys, I know what's your plan. Do it fast before he gets control again." Momo is about to pour the chemical, but stop and start crying. Of course, why is crying now? And then Izuku says, "It's okay, guys. Please do it, and never forget me, okay? Just do it, Momo. And please, the third personality that wakes up, please teach him well to not be a villain, and treat him well to be a hero. That's what I want. Please just do it fast, Momo. I can't keep up for so long." She poured the chemical, make Izuku and Uzuki fade away. And this is when I'm going to end this. If you want this to continue, I can probably continue this. This is like a nice series of All for One Deku. But it's not Deku, and not All for One. It's just a first personality. I will give it a stupid name probably, because I am stupid. So I will end this here. If you want more, just comment. If you want him to be a villain, what's probably most of you want because you're sick fucks, I know that, so I'm joking. If you want him a hero or a villain, or maybe you want Izuku back, or maybe you don't want it, like you just fuck this series, right? So I see you next time, bye.